Okay, good morning, traders. Today is Monday, June 16th, 2025. It's 9:22 on the East Coast. I'm having some issues with my VPS on my Ninja on the VPS, so I'm gonna probably start trading from that one chart that I have on my regular computer. So again, this is the disclaimer. Please take a time and take a minute to read it. You know, essentially, futures and forex trading have a lot of risk. Just make sure you know what you're doing and well capitalized, and you can lose more money than you put in. So, and this is for educational purposes only as well. So, with that said, with that behind us, I'm gonna go ahead and share this. Let's see here. Yeah, this weekend I was looking at some ags things on CME. But let's look at ES real quick. If you guys remember, Friday we had a big meltdown on ES. So I believe that today, let's squeeze that in. I believe today we're gonna have what I would say would be maybe a follow through, but so far the market is bullish. So I guess people are thinking, okay, maybe the war is not going to be as serious. But right now, since we opened yesterday, we opened down here yesterday at 59. I'm looking at the one contract. I need to roll this over to September. I thought it rolled over. Maybe it didn't. Okay, September. So we opened here down here at 6,001, and then since then we've been going higher. But right now we looks like we hit a supply zone here, and this market looks like it wants to roll over. So we're gonna find out. Today is Monday. I usually say Monday is like a plane taking off. You don't know exactly where it's gonna head. It's trying to find its bearing today, so we're gonna definitely trade cautiously. If we trade ES today, if we trade ES at all, I would say definitely we're looking this market to probably resume the down move, but it's really unclear right now. It's really unclear. So with that said, we're gonna take a look at LE, which is we trade. That's gonna open in 5 minutes. So right now it's not open yet. Yet Friday, if you guys remember, LE had a big. From what I understand, is the funds were selling on Friday. The hedge funds and the big funds that hold live cattle, they were selling on Friday. So thus that big move down. Could this be the end of the move down? We don't know yet. So I think above 214, if we get above 214 here, we might be able to go higher. So that's a shallow trend line right here, like this. Above this trend line here, like even above 213, we might be able to go a little higher today. But we're gonna have to wait and see how it opens, and go from there. So one thing that I looked over the weekend was soybeans. Soybeans is a very interesting market. They open at 8 o'clock at night and they close at 8:45. Right now they close for 45 minutes. They take a break and then they're gonna open at 9:30. So on Friday we had a big move higher on soybeans when they opened at 9:30. Part of it was, I think, the biodiesel not mandate, but they up them, so they use soybeans for that. So the demand on soybeans probably gonna get a little higher, and just typically seasonally soybeans is lower in the summer, June, July, and then in September in the fall it start to go high again. So just gotta have to wait and see here. Soybeans is based on here. If we can go past this, I think above this range here at 1079, we're probably gonna go higher. But right now we're almost in the middle of the range for the overnight range. As a matter of fact, I was looking at soybeans last night when it was right on 1067, this area here. So as a matter of fact, I think I attempted it long here, and it came back and tagged me at break even because my entry was at 67 and 3/4. So if you look at the low of this candle, it's exactly 67 and 3/4. So, and then it went higher from there. That's what it is. That's part of trading. But it was just, it's a slow market. It's a slow moving market. Typically, soybean doesn't move the way the other ones move. Let's see what's going on here with this. This is still not moving. Nothing is moving there. I really don't know what's going on with this ninja here. Just gonna have to kill it again and see if we can start it. But we have the backup computer, so that's why. Let's try to. Okay. Try to start it again in the background here. But again, we're not gonna engage this market until after 9:35 anyway. So we got about 6 minutes to figure this out here. So we're gonna let this load in the background. So ES, once again, it's going. Let me duplicate in tab. I'm just doing my Replicano on my regular computer. Probably ZS as well. We may trade soybeans today. ZS, based on how things are going. Okay, so it's 9:30, so market open. So we're seeing a little bit of buying here on ES. Let's just make this a little bigger. And pushing this market higher now. All right, let's look at Ellie. Usually the first few minutes anyway, we don't do anything. So let's see what Ellie is doing. Ellie is breaking to the upside here. Remember, above this trend line, I said, hey, you're probably gonna go higher. But we have a sell zone right here too. So let's keep that in mind. Let's keep that in mind here. Let's move this down. So we're gonna move this down here. So will it come back and fill this gap? I think it's possible. Could the selling resume from Friday? It's another possibility. So my chart trader, okay, that's good. That's go ahead and hide that. It's very early, 2 minutes into trading, but it looks like they want to push this higher here. Let's wait. In the meantime, let's see what's going on here with this. Let's roll this over. LA looks who wants to go higher here. We might be setting up for a buy here on LA. Yeah. ES is definitely moving higher here. Looking at ES. So in the meantime, let's look at some news for this week. LE here, if it makes a new high, we would need a pull back here to go long LE. Maybe 213.35. Let's see. Ultra. ES is an interesting level here. See, they went higher here. They went higher. They took out the overnight high. I think this could be a manipulation place right here they're doing. So, 69.5 is the high. I think we may, on ES here, we may see some kind of move down here. That's kind of still early. We'll wait for a retest. I guess this could have been the retest. That second candle here could have been the retest. So it's definitely looks like they want to sell it from here. Yeah, ES looks like he wants to sell off here. What's the disclaimer? Gonna move this out the way. It's very early today, especially on a Friday. We want to definitely take our time. Can't rush this at all. Let's see. Yeah. Let's look at LE here. Yeah. So LE, all we need right now, we need a pullback to go long. I believe that's where we're heading. We're above the 214. See if we can get a pullback to go long here on LE. Just gonna wait and see here. Yeah, they're pushing higher on LE. Again, we can't chase this right now. We would need to pull back toward maybe between 213.70 and 213.50. But clearly they want to push this market higher this morning, it looks like. Another market that we said we're going to look at today was ZS. Yeah, ZS pushing higher. It's a 9 o'clock candle. They open down here. Already moved 5 points. Yes. I think right now on ES we're looking to and do some buying here. Let's see if we can try a shorting on ES. Let me get to my at least dropping. Okay. Yeah. ES here, we gonna try to go short and a stop above the high. Let's see. We got a high tick too, right down. Meaning we could see right here. We're gonna go to 7. Oh, I think we may have missed it. Let's see. Did we miss it? Oh, we got fit. Okay, so our stop is gonna be at 81.50. 81.50 here on ES. So let's see if we can get down at least to break even here. I think we got some selling coming in here. Let's see if we can get to the first target. I think we might move to break even here soon. I think break even is definitely a place that we probably want to go now. There you go, we got it. We got the break even. Now we're gonna see if we can trail this. See if we can trail this here. Let me make sure that. There you go. Okay, we got stopped out here on the second contract. All right, not a bad way to start. Again, it's a very delicate position here. Let's go back to LE for a second here. LE is going higher. Well, you can say, wow, I'm just by the break here. Yeah, by the break. In hindsight, everything looks good in trading. That's the thing you gotta look at. Because as you can see, there was nice selling coming in here. Yes, we in September. September contract and ES. All over was today. Uh, ES looks like again. It might. Yeah, I think at this point on ES. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can still trade June, but it's the September contract is the one that's all over today. Today is if you trading June, you're still gonna find data, but it's just not gonna be. Here on soybeans, we're seeing some selling at the high. So yes, are we setting up for another short here? Maybe not. We're going higher. Trading is all about timing. I mean, we caught those 10 ticks right here. That's pretty good. Early here we gotta definitely wait for a pullback. Um, yes, it looks like they want to still buy it. So, which is a very strange thing when you think about what's happening in the Middle East right now. The market just kind of. Um, so. Um, it's a very, very strange thing. Very strange. Seeing ES going higher here. But we definitely got a level that we can see some selling here on ES 80. Yeah. Because the top of they're selling right now. Yeah. 80 was the entry here. Not they're selling on ES. Yeah, we need to pull back to engage here. We can't just chase this because I can see they're coming back in that week. They're probably gonna come back in that week here, and okay. I was saying it's a very strange thing that we're having ES being higher this morning, considering what's happening in the Middle East. Um, that's my yeah. So that's why you don't come and chase here. If you chase short here, you're in trouble. Now they're pushing it higher. They're really pushing it higher now. Look at this. So some news came out or something. Must be some news. Let's see. Good morning, Ducky. Steve, good morning. Yeah. So you don't chase this right here. This market is bullish today. So this definitely, when we took that trade here and it was a winner, that was a counter trend trade. So we got to keep that in mind. So in fact, let me go back to Ellie here. ES is not looking like something I want to be touching right now. Yeah, we missed that entry on Ellie. Definitely we did. We missed the train here on Ellie. Where can we buy Ellie again here? Let's see. My chart is loading. A little longer than I thought. Something must have happened in the air. And anybody knows what news just came out? Looks like a news move to me. Okay. All right, let's try this here again. So everything looks to be working here. Okay, everything is working. All right, let's connect to data. Gonna give it this time. Well, here we stock here too. We got stock everywhere. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, stock here too. All right. Let's see. We're gonna have to kill this. But before we do, let's see how things are going here. Okay. Let me move this out the way here. Yeah, there's still buying on ES, but I think it's just frozen here. Okay. Just gonna have to kill this ninja here. Well. Oh, you know what it is? I think with my situation here, I gotta clean this mess here. Yeah. It's like I got too many things on my disk here. I gotta clean this up. But in the meantime, here, it looks like we are moving here. We're moving all right over here. We got a little bit of delay on yes, market wants to go higher at the moment. See, my replicano is where it needs to be. It's going higher. Let's connect to this other. Yes. Well, quickly going lower, huh? I think if we get a VWAP bounce here at 42 to 1442, we might look at going long on LE. But we need that bounce. We need to come down a little bit here. Because the high of the day, it's at 1582. That's a big move high already on LE. It's a pretty big move. And I changed the size of my LE Unirenko. I have a 2510 now. 2510. So we need to pull back here toward the VWAP. So if we get that pullback, we might be able to engage long here. And also, we're probably going to trade one contract. Well, ES is going higher. Yeah, look at my okay. The ES chart that's giving some issues here. I don't know which one it is. Let me just kill that. Okay, that's the one. Yeah. Can't move my control center. I don't know. Yeah, so buying. Yeah, my audio connection doesn't want to connect, which is where we look at accounts I really want to trade. I'll give this one more try here. But before I connect, I'm just gonna kill some windows because it's not. size is this? We're gonna kill this. Gonna kill the dome. I don't really use that. It looks like this 30-minute shots. Something's going on with it. So I'm gonna get rid of that. Gonna leave ADD on. What else can we kill here? Time and sales. That's another thing we. Those things are rolling over. ADD is kind of flattening out here, so that's a sign we could maybe we got a top here. Let's see, what else can I get rid of? Yeah, let's connect. Oh, okay. I see what happened here. Remember, we had a big push about 10 minutes ago to the upside. It looks like Iran stated privately will resume nuclear talks if the U.S. stays out of the fight. So I guess the market liked that news. Crude oil tank on that news, and also gold tank. So that's what happened. This what moved the market higher like this the way it did. I know there had to be a news item because typically the market doesn't jump like it did. So let me share the news here with you guys. This what caused the move higher. So yeah. Well, I should expect this market to keep going higher then, based on that news. All right, yes, it's back 2 seconds. Now, when I try to load that second feed, that's when it looks like I encounter some issues here. Let's see if this. All right, we connected to the other feed. All right. Got a little bit of selling coming in right now in this market on ES. Okay. Looks like we are moving right here. Let's see. Again, we're kind of ranging here on LE. Don't think we want to engage in here. ES looks like it's taking a little bit of a pullback, but I don't know if that's going to be something that we can count on here. I'm sure some people got caught up on the high of the day because of this news, but go down to ES, yeah. This market is definitely bullish at the moment. So let's make this thing a little bigger for now. So, seeing a little bit of selling here on ES. So let's wait and see. Just hide this. LA is pushing higher at the moment. Can't chase this. We wanted a VWAP bounce and we never got it. So we're at the high of the day right now. Preferably, looks like we might, it would be short for me at this point. LE already moved so much. Let's see. We moved 117 already. So average about 100 ticks. So we're way behind the average. So we're kind of pushing toward the highs of the day. As you can see, there's a big mess right here. So getting involved here, it's a problem. Now, if we do get a pullback toward 215.40 here, we might think about going long, but it's too close to the high here to go long. Yes, going higher again. See if I can restart Ninja on my regular computer. Mondays are a lot tougher to trade. I finally got an email back this morning when I woke up from Ninja. As far as, hey, send the trace file and the log file, then they'll schedule something to take a look at my system. So once I'm done with the stream, that's what I'll be doing. I'll be sending them the information they need so they can schedule. Honestly, I think I need to kill. I have so many. I think I can kill this. Yeah, let me kill this whole thing. That's okay. Yeah, keep pushing higher here. In my regular computer, I have some windows that are open from Chrome that I need to kill. I don't need all that. I just realized I did not post and I did not post in Discord this morning that I was streaming. Hopefully people will. Let's see. Yeah, I can kill that. Come back to that later. Kill that too. So right now, ES is at a level that you can look at it and say, hey, this is shortable. Oh, okay. This is why I'm like, why this price is like that. So the futures ES9. That's what I need to be. Okay, we're gonna have this. Maybe we're gonna have this here. LE, we're gonna do stop limit. I think if we trade LE today, we're gonna do one contract for now. If we do trade LE, let's see. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna step away for about a minute. All right, I got to 61, over 6100 now on ES. That's pretty big. You know, that's a pretty big number here. Early here, we could try to scalp it to the downside here, but we're at the high of the day. Let's see. Let me go. LE made it 121. Yeah, this definitely would be a counter trend trade here. Let's see. Stop would be 92.5. We target the VWAP here. Let's take this corner out. We're gonna take that out too. So 9:30 we went higher. Then we're selling off now on soybeans. Well, we're not gonna chase ES right now. ES is pushing higher. Yeah, that's a long contract. Let's put on the right one here. Here, move this out the way and clean this up there. Okay, it's better. Now I can see what the range is without maximizing it. Yes. It's a high tick area here, so meaning this market's kind of extended. We can see that. We don't need an indicator to tell us that this market has been going higher from the time we opened yesterday till now. It's a pretty big move. Let's see. I think the range we have here. This is my regular computer. So for over 100 points, 400 plus ticks. So this market's overextended, definitely. I mean, about 6 minutes to the initial balances form. So the high be high right now, it's at 61.05 and a quarter. High be low. So go to 39 points for the initial balance here. So logically, it does not. Sometimes the market is not logic at all, but logically, they probably have to bring it back somehow towards 60.85, which is the mid of the IB here. Because anybody that wants to buy right now, I don't think they want to be buying at those highs, unless they know something we don't know. I'm sure they do. So just gotta wait here. Any trader would take here short, obviously would be a counter trend trade, but there could be a little bit of value here. So that's it. Let me. Let's see. Yes. Let me see here. Yeah, yes, here too. We'll probably do the same. Trade one contract. Let it be a stop limit instead of a market. So right now we are flat. LE here is looking like it's stopping off. So So 10:26. Just less than an hour in the regular trading hours. So we just gotta wait here. Now ADD looks interesting. So it's kind of walling to the downside here. So that's something we'll keep an eye on. What I'd like to see Ellie do here, I'd like it to come back, go below 55, 57.5 or 60. Attempt to go higher, fail, and go lower. So that's the only way I'll probably short Ellie here. He has to take out the swing, 60. I think 60 is the swing. Let's see what's the lower here. 57.5, yeah. So get to 55. Come back up. Again, I'm not drawing here for a reason, because my thing is, let's go to my regular computer here. So the way we deal with this here, let's go back here. I have to take out this 57.5, we've been 55. Because right now the ATR is definitely, we're getting less volatile. So, but I'd like it to come back down here. Oh, we're pushing higher. So this is why we don't jump and short this. Because the bulls are still in control here, it looks like. But I do see they're probably going to have to bring this back at some point. Same thing with the ES. Even though right now ES they're still trying to push it higher. So. Yes, pushing higher. But look at ADD though. Even though ES is trying to push higher, ADD doesn't look like he wants to do the same. So let's keep an eye on that. So short here, like if we wanted to go short, like really soon here on negative bar on ES, it would be at 3.25, and the stop would be at maybe a 3-point stop. You know, a 3-point stop here on ES at 3.25. Again, this is kind of almost like, not almost, it's really like counter trend. But it's definitely overextended here. But we do know this market can stay relevant longer than we can remain solvent as a trader. So that's why we can't just jump short here. ZS. Let's look at now NQ. What's M and Q down here? So retest of those highs. They're buying again. So we got to 216 here physically. We got to 216, which is oh wow. I think I kind of missed that entry here. If it was an entry, we don't know. 77.5. All right, this is not so. Earlier we were right here. I said 67.5. Now they take out this swing at 70. So let's see if they can go back to about 90 and turn around here. then we may interested into a little short here going toward VWAP. So trying to bring this higher here. Yes, still going higher. So it's 1032. That means we just made we broke the initial balance here on ES, and they're going higher. So I think we should really kind of stay away from ES at the moment. Let's keep an eye on LE and maybe ZS. Now remember ZS here. Ooh, look at this move down. Yeah, let's see what L is going to give us here. Maybe about a few more ticks higher. And a turnaround to the downside here. Let's see if we can look to short this. There you go. Is that the turnaround here? I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing here. Yeah. Let's see. Again, this is kind of trend. This is not something that you would do with a bar down here. We may want to short those highs. So it'll be 65. Stop at gonna sell down close at 65 on LE. Also, it could be a little. Let's see. There's my replicano. Okay, I have. Been 75, yes. 75. Let's see if we can. Oh, did I get fail? What just happened? I did get fail. Okay. I did get fail. I'm gonna leave the catastrophic stuff in for now, but I'm gonna leave that in for now. If because right now they can come back and retest those highs. They can definitely do that. It's up 127. Let's see if we can come back down here. Let's see. So this is what we're looking at the 3 minute here. 75, 1575. So you're looking at coming back down to the top of this. So down a couple ticks. You know, we're up a little bit for the day, so we can definitely risk a little bit here and see how things go. But long 3 ticks at the moment. Again, I don't have this account connected here because when I did, there was some issues with it. So I can clearly see here we're at, right now we're at break even. We're at 75. This is where we sold. If we can pass those lows here, if we get up about 50, 10 ticks, we should definitely consider moving our stop down. ES looks like they're selling off at the moment, but we're not interested in ES at the moment. ES is just a little bit, let's see, it's not making a lot of sense on ES. Up a couple ticks, yeah. Let's see see how that goes. You know what? I'm gonna make this always on top so I can see this. I can't make this always on top here. There you go. Then I can always see this, yeah. Make this a lot as big as the ADD chart, which I don't need right now. My target is right around the VWAP here at 75. So let's see if we can get down there. That'd be nice. Now we're up 6 ticks. 8 ticks now. I don't think we're ready yet to move a full break even, but we can definitely protect we can definitely move down a little bit here to 1610. Just 7 ticks. So I shut this down here. It's too much. Alright, to 1610 is a stop. Essentially, I'm risking 14 ticks here now. I think. Let's see. Just make sure. 75 to 14 ticks, which is what we're up by for now for the day. So if we make a new low here, if we get below 50, it'll be interesting to see if we can get lower here from here. Yeah, below 50 here, we're definitely going to tighten our stop to the dots. So maybe here at 90. Or below 50, we might just move to break even. Depends on how he breaks it. If he breaks it really forcefully here. Yeah. Looks like they're trying to sell it. So let me move. Can definitely see the sellers stepping in right now. It's a matter of can they have enough strength to push this down or. Okay, if they push down here again, like I said, we're gonna see if we can move our stop at 92.5. Yeah, 92.5 here. I thought we could do that sooner than later. It's 10:45. Let's look at this here. I think they may come to the I-beam. There you go. This is the selling. Here's the selling. Here's the selling. So we're gonna move it to 92.5 for now. Honestly, we could probably a few more ticks and maybe up 20 ticks. We're gonna let the ATM move it to break even. 3 more ticks. We're gonna be at break even here. I could do it. I could do it manually. Because obviously, if they come back here, they're gonna come back here to the swing here. Obviously, we don't want to be. We're at break even now. I was about to move it, but the ATM did that for me. See, let's see if we can get down there close to VWAP. That's all we need. We don't need the whole move down. We don't need a complete reversal. We just need a pullback. I'm not sure if anybody was watching on YouTube. I don't think we got any views on YouTube today. It's okay. All right, 20 more ticks here. We should be 20 ticks from this low here. We'll hit our target. And we're probably gonna call it the day too, because Monday is one of those days. Whenever you make money, you don't want to stay too long in the market here and try to give it back. As a matter of fact, this could be my last trade for the day. Win, lose, or draw here. I mean, we're not gonna be losing this trade anymore because we're at break even unless we have slippage. But we're gonna start trailing our stop as we get closer here. Below 215, we're gonna start closing. We're gonna start trailing our stop. We should expect some back and forth here. You know, some buyers that might still want to be. Hey, you know, this is a pullback for me to buy. Could be. I mean, could be here. Well, a no lower here would be interesting. To 15, to 15.15, to 15.20 area. So if we can get a push down here again. That'd be interesting. Here you go. I think we're pushing lower again here. Let's see if we can get to that 41 tick target. It's 40 tick target, but I made the one tick so I can pay for the commissions. Then I think right now we can probably move above this swing here. You know, if we can clear a clear break of this. And then the clear break here. So this is just tapping those lows here. And yeah. Guess that's a double pullback. We usually talk about 1, 2, and hopefully they don't take out this high and they make a new low here. Then here would be 52.5, 60 would be 6 ticks. Let's wait a minute here. 10:51. 9 minutes to 11. Let's find out what they do here. Pushing a little higher here. My entry's at 75, which is above this this bar. This bar basically issue a candlestick pattern, guy. This is what we call a Marubozu. The high and the open is the same. The close and the low is the same here on this bearish bar. It would be inverse if it was a bullish bar. But if they pass this bar, obviously would be out of this trade. But this bar is a pretty solid one. Saying, hey, we really want to sell here. Now, this is a liquidity zone. This is buying here. This is a buy. This is almost like a fair value gap. But I think we can see if we can get a little bit of selling going on here. I don't know if any of you took that trade. Please let me know in the chat. I'm looking for 40 ticks. If you are looking for 20 ticks, you're definitely out of this trade. Let me move my chat. Do I have a chat box right here? $215.50 is a pretty significant number, so that's probably one of the reasons we're seeing this back and forth around here. But how much Bitcoin got taken out to the tick before it shut back down? Oh, it's Will. Yeah, they do that sometimes, when it's the initial move, when they come back and test it again. They come back and test it again. Yeah. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a down movement here. That would be nice. Because right now we're up 10 ticks. We're up 20, so 20 or 21 even. So yeah, they might be taking us out here. Yeah, they're gonna take us out here, which is fine. I'm following my plan, which is the most important thing in trading. I plan ahead. We're not gonna. 75 is a number that's obvious too, so they can go and tap it here and go lower. But if they do that, that'd be fine. Okay, so they got me out on a slippage by 1 tick. Got slipped by 1 tick. Okay. Thank you too. We're gonna end the stream here. Thank you for being here and for your support. Take care. God bless. I'll see you guys. Friday I think this week it's gonna be a short week because we have Juneteenth on Thursday. So that could be one thing that we tomorrow might be Wednesday already. I have a commitment that I cannot get out of, so I will not be streaming Wednesday and Thursday, and even Friday I think I may not stream, so I'll send out a definitive answer tomorrow, but I don't think Friday I'll be streaming either. So alright, well, have a good one. See you tomorrow. All right, YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support. God bless. Take care. Bye-bye.